there's certain things that people do, and I feel like they just do it just so like they can like they don't really have like a personality. They don't really have anything they can stick to. So like they do like these off things just so like, they can feel like they're different, but like really they're not because like all they're doing is like trying so hard to like to like be different, and then also it's a huge inconvenience to everybody else.
Yeah,
This
I don't.
isn't really in the same lane, but when you're walking too slow on a sidewalk
Mm-hmm.
and you just have like a line of four people and they're all just
Ooh, that's 2 to 3 years.
so I think they were talking about doing this in China. I don't know if they're still doing it, but talking about uh they're talking about giving people social scores, and I think this is a very good idea. I'm not kidding. So like
Elaborate.
so like if you're a slow sidewalk walker,
First of all, are you being serious? Do you think it's a good idea? Preface.
yeah. So
Okay.
this is what we were just
Let's hear it,
talking about.
Kevin.
Okay, so you were just
I'm
saying
all ears. I'm all
there
ears.
needs to be punishments for something like this. The
Yes.
punishment is you lose points on your social score.
And then what?
Uh, well, I guess like the metric could be used like maybe for like job interviews or I don't know. Like honestly,
Oh,
best
like
case
if like
scenario,
if they'll kill your like execute your newborn son or not.
yeah. Or like
Huh.
best case scenario, like there's just like one app. It's like a Facebook, Twitter type deal, and your score is like just projected out into the app. Like everybody can see your score. So like everybody knows that you're like a huge piece of shit, like in some aspect, because if you're just losing points left and right, willy nilly, and then you see that like obviously like if you don't like, oh no, like the girl I like's gonna see that I have a bad social score, maybe I'll stop leaving my cart in the middle of a parking space.
Yeah, but how are they gonna know it's you?
Well, you have to like chip everybody. Either that or get cameras everywhere. Honestly, if I would I would lose complete privacy if we could implement that. Because
Okay.
because I can tell you right now, I have it all figured out. So my social score would be fine.
That's the thing, Kevin. I feel like I would have a very. I mean, mine would be higher than yours. I don't do anything wrong.
Yeah, but
You've
also
already
like
you already admitted to some things where I'm like, that's questionable, man. I'm not gonna knock you on it, but like going into the stall and just blowing it up in front of someone. I'm a quiet.
mm,
I'm a flusher. I'm the guy you want next to you in the stall. You.
no, you're the guy you don't want because you take too long.
No. 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 No.
We're not buds here, all right?
I get it. It's just a business setting, but
No, no, no. I like it's one thing to like know all the social rules, but then there's another thing to you have to know when to bend them a little bit because that's how you're gonna get your social score. Because like you would have like a fine social score. It'd be fine, but it'd be like people would see it. Like the people would look on the app and they would see it and they would realize like I mean like he's like doing like the minimum, for a social score.
you're a
He's like
hanky.
you're like he's like all right. I mean like his social score is okay. I mean he's not like a piece of shit, but also like I mean
Hmm.
I can just tell by his 600 social score that he's kind of a boner. Like he's not like
Wrong. And anyways, and that doesn't even matter because I would have a higher score than you, Kevin. And also, instead of that stupid like thing that's not going to actually happen, what should actually happen, and which would work, is if picture me and I'm like the king in the seat, right? And people come up to me like you know, the meal times they'd be like, "Sir, we need more
Mhm,
chickens for our farm. We're starving." And be like,
mhm.
give him 10 chickens. He's like, he's the mob boss. Also, medieval times. Give him 10 chicken. But like, I sit there and people like walk up to me like, it was him. I saw him. He left his
Yeah,
shopping cart and like he's like being like drug and like he's like already like bloody and
yeah.
beaten. He's like getting drug in. I'm like, I'm like, how do you plead? He's like, I'm sorry, my wife. And like immediately he admitted.
Mhm.
Boom, giant hammer. Just he's done. And
Hammer?
a hammer. I'm thinking just a big
Sledgehammer?
hammer. It'd be obviously a huge guy, or
Mhm.
it could be an automated, just a big hammer. Who would do anything wrong? People would be
Yeah, but so you don't think you would get overthrown like immediately? You would never be able to get into power.
who would overthrow me? First person that does it gets hammered.
All you have is
I
one
Kevin,
hammer.
Kevin, I get a whiff of you plotting a rebellion.
Okay, you're not
I'm a
doing
ham
anything.
and
That's
then
just
squish you
silly.
with a giant hammer.
Listen, there's been greater men, there's been greater kings that have fallen harder than you will ever fall.
You're just pro China.
Dana. No, I'm pro people figuring out like I think what makes me mad is that I think about this stuff like all the time, like how people should be acting. And what makes me mad is that I know that they think about it zero.
I
Like they
know.
just go
Oh,
about
okay.
they gallivant through their life, not caring who they inconvenience or like
Do you
what
think
they
they just don't?
should be doing. Like,
Do you,
but there needs to be like a specific set a list of things you can and can't do. And if you break these, then everybody's gonna know.
see,
And
Kevin?
then you get canceled.
Two things. Two things. I feel like so. Clearly I was joking. I mean, if I was gonna be a king, I would go about it a different way. But that being said, I think you kind of sound a little maniacal. Like you have a plan. Like you sound like pre-pubescent Joker right now.
Prepubescent. Well,
Hmm.
that's just a little rude.
You sound like Joker before he got like Rose of Power, and he's like scheming.
Rosa Parks.
Exactly, Rosa Parks. Uh, so, but okay, what actually annoys me the most. First of all, I was gonna say,
No, but like
do you feel
you
like
said you what like okay, yeah, you're joking, whatever. You said you wanted to hammer people. I just want them to be I just want everybody to know how socially unacceptable they are.
okay, well, no, I think there should be just like severe punishment for things. That's like my thing. Like
What's worse than everybody not liking you? It's like the
some people
worst
just
thing that
don't
could
care. Well, I
happen.
was gonna say some people just don't care. Like when people break these rules, do you think they just okay, do you think they just don't care or they don't know? Because I think a lot of people don't care. So if you have a low score, like I don't care. It's the same reason I do all these things. It gives me a low score because I just don't care.
Yeah, but
Next
there
flood, your kingdom's
are
crumbling. My
consequences
kingdom was my kingdom was
for
thriving.
having a low score. Honestly, if you have a low score, guess what? You can't move into some
Oh,
neighborhoods. Your kids can't go to some schools.
you can't get food. You can't get water.
Yeah, maybe if your score's that low. Honestly, if your score's low enough, you go straight to prison.
No, actually, you can do this. I'll overthrow you, then implement my rule. Be like, wow, this actually works.
Mm, how about we try it? You know what? I'll let you go first. I'll let you try first, and then
Yeah,
I'll tell the people
I'm gonna
about my
make up.
idea.
I'm just gonna make up. I'm gonna fabricate some lies that you did something. I'm gonna kill you right off the bat.
No, you can't do
Checkmate.
that. No, no, you can't do that because I already have a dead man hand in place.
Hmm. Okay.
So why don't we just do this together?
Okay. I'll be the hammer guy. I just want a big hammer. I went to a store the other day, and like I was at a Bass Pro Shop, and you just buy really cool like tools and like knives and hammers and like just for so cheap,
Mhm. Like a canoe.
like a canoe.
What's the coolest thing you can get at like a Bass Pro Shop or like a Cabela's?
Coolest. I looked like everywhere. So there's like,
Like a
I mean,
badass compound bow?
dude. First of all,
Like a
combo. Well, yeah, they're pretty cool, but like, I'm talking a full size. I mean, granted, it's not the best quality. A full size machete, like we're talking like Jason machete, was like
Mhm.
$25.
You can get like 3 of them.
You can like four of them.
You could have like 2 on your back and like 2 like this.
Hmm.
You could get 6 of them and have like you have 4 arms
Yeah,
like this.
exactly.
First off, I just wanna say, you know what? Thank you for watching that highlight clip. If you liked that clip, check out some other ones. Or even, I don't know, whatever that does. But, yeah, anything you hit here, it's really gonna help us out. So, All right, guys. See you in the next one.